This video is an overview of all the different layers what you can collect within the Sirrus program. Between Sirrus and Sirrus Premium, you can go through and collect your field boundaries, do your soil sampling, collect planting recommendations, do your crop scouting and crop protection recommendations. With the addition of Sirrus Premium, you can go and scout and create crop protection recs using in-season imagery, run premium reports, access variety information sheets and product labels, and edit the fertility recommendations, as well as use any of the recents for which you've collected data about. Currently, Sirrus is at the grower view, but if I come up here, I can go down to create a boundary in that bottom left corner, and it will pop up and ask me if I want to use GPS draw or pivot. And I'm going to demonstrate how to do this in the following video on boundaries as well as management zones. So the collection of field boundaries is critical and crucial to making sure that you get the data into the right correct geography for what you're collecting data for in the real world. This is an example of doing soil sampling by a grid, whereas we moved the points around a little bit after the grid was laid on the field. And it's a 40.3 acre field, so it's less than a 2.5 acre grid. And the information then can be collected and sent to your lab to get the soil test results analysis attached back with the results from that particular lab. This is a recommendation layer that was created off the soil types on a particular field, showing 4 different rates across the different zones, in this case the soil type zones, to be able to go out and variable rate the seed populations for a particular hybrid or variety of crop, and then to fulfill that. So you can create recommendations off of many different management zones, and this is one example showing it off the soil type map. This is a scouting layer of data showing 3 different points across the field, just showing the points, and if I scroll to the left it will show me this particular first one that's highlighted in blue. If I click on the camera icon, it shows me a picture of the actual weed, and then reports can be ran from this. And of course this can be done by points. You can drop as many points as you want, or as zones or polygons there again, as we showed in the previous view. Once scouting is complete, then a crop protection recommendation can be created. This is one showing a couple of products, herbicide and fertilizer, as well as the carrier, which is water in this case, done across the whole field, the entire field as far as the application rates go. But this can be broken down by zone as well, just depending upon how you'd set this up from your scouting recommendation. With the addition of Sirrus Premium, you can go in and scout and create crop protection recs using in-season imagery. This is a raster image loaded up in the background showing a range on a particular date. I could come up here and either scout with this or also create the recommendation with the image itself. So the option to be able to use in-season imagery for scouting and creating product recommendations is built into the program as well. Included also in the program in Sirrus are the ability to run reports. And underneath these reports you can see all the different ones that are showing up here. But as well, the activity report is basically the only one that can be run underneath for Sirrus out of the box, so to speak. But with Sirrus Premium you can run all the rest of these, and in this case we can run a premium report showing scouting and recommendation reports. So if I do a scouting and recommendation and pick the particular ones that I want to run and let it create the particular recommendation report, and then show you the effects of that as far as the output goes, how it can be saved, and so forth. Sirrus Premium also gives you the capability to access variety information sheets and product labels. And in this particular case, if I open up or go to one of my planting recommendations and select a particular hybrid of a particular crop, in this case pioneer corn, and I can go in the English version and continue select what I want here, and it will pull up that particular sheet showing that information regarding what all the information is for that particular crop and for that particular set of inputs based upon that information that's presented across the web. And these can be also saved if you download them and you're out on a field somewhere where you don't have this information, where you cannot get internet connection. This can also be saved. You have the ability to edit the fertilizer recommendations, and in this case this is a potash rec showing in the colors on what the rates are down at the bottom, and up here I can go to the options and I can come down here and edit this particular recommendation, and I can edit this by all these different inputs, including cost if I so select to do so up here, and I can add in a cost for the product as well as the application charge per acre, and then I can lock my rates and then adjust this based on the percent change or adjusted rates for what I want to do over on the right hand side. So you can also adjust and edit these particular rates before it's sent out to a field to actually do the application work. Another added feature of Sirrus Premium is the Recents button, which allows you to go into your crop protection and fertilizer, and as you pull that particular layer up, if I come over here and hit the tank mix and Recents button on the top left, it will pop up here and I can pull up the Recents, and it will give me that information based upon what it is that I would query back to. And it would pull up that information for what I had set on my date, from my from date to my to date, and I could come down here and pick up, select one of those and add a name into it if I want to use that as a favorite. But I could select that particular one and it would show me what the rates are and everything on that particular one as far as the information goes for the inputs. In the following videos, I will be breaking this down over those 10 items from collecting boundaries all the way through the Recents and explaining the value of why you would do each of these things as far as the inputs go, deriving everything from the boundary all the way through to where you can go through and collect data, manage data, and then take that data and turn it into useful information for being able to query against it and answering questions over time and over space. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.